Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another TravelMole broadcast during these pandemic days, which are hopefully coming to an end. And during this pandemic, it's been an absolute dearth of good news. But one bright spot has been the launch of a new cruise line in the UK, the first time for many a year, and that's the Ambassador Cruise Line. And I am delighted that on the other end of this line, I have the CEO of Ambassador Cruise, it's Christian Verhounig. Good morning, Christian.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
No problem at all. Well, it's all very exciting times, Christian. Today, the world can actually book a ticket on your cruise line. They're launching today. Some very, very interesting itineraries that the ship has got, and they're all going from Tilbury, I understand. But the first one is to Fiordland, and perhaps you can just explain a little bit about first of all, where the ship will, what its routing will be, and secondly, the type of experience one can expect on board.
Well, it's right. We are on sail from today onwards. Actually, our first cruise is going to be a short trip to Hamburg, which is going to be our 4-night maiden voyage, and thereafter we are following with cruises to Norway. We essentially are launching 33 different cruises starting from April 6th until May 16 in 2023. The cruises are in the summer period mainly around the British Island, Norwegian fjords, the Baltics, including St. Petersburg, but also going up to Greenland and the Arctic to Iceland. And in the winter months, we are going to the summer sun, sailing from the port of Tilbury directly to the Caribbean on a 42-night cruise, for example, returning to Tilbury. So a most convenient trip for anybody who does not want to fly. We have additional cruises going to Cuba, to the Canary Islands, and also to Cape Verde.
Very nice too. And on board, I noticed that in the pre-ticket sale publicity, you describe your cruise as a 50-plus age group. You wouldn't believe it, but I am in that age group. But when I see 50 plus, it sends out warning signals to me that all we're going to be doing is listen to Victor Sylvester on board. Perhaps you can give me a taste of what to expect on the cruise.
Well, I think starting out when we talk about the age group we are targeting, basically we are offering a premium value, adult focused and age inclusive product, which is primarily aimed at the 50 plus. The Ambience, our first vessel, is a vessel which we are limiting to a maximum capacity of 1,400 passengers. So she is in her class, one of the ships which the biggest space ratio actually for the passengers. So what passengers will see is they will see an authentic cruise experience on the traditional ships without gimmicks on board, where we aim to establish a sail with friends ambience where people, like-minded people, get to meet each other. Obviously, from the onboard activities, a lot of concentration is on lectures, on educational programs or informative programs, which basically are geared towards the clientele, which basically with topics related to destination and to other opportunities which are of interest to them.
Interesting enough as well, and that all sounds great. I mean, I think as one gets older, education, learning new stuff relating to nature, etc., and the sea, and wherever you are in Norway or wherever you are in the world, is excellent. I noticed that again on there that when you get into a certain age group, then there may be a demand for solo travelers, and you have a special handling of solo travelers. Perhaps you could explain to our viewers what that is.
Well, we have, through customer research, seen that there's a big demand for solo travelers, that this is an area which is overlooked by many other companies. And we have decided to allocate just under 90 cabins in 5 different different cabin categories for solo travelers with very modest solo or single travel additional charges, which are essentially up to 70% below what other cruise lines are offering.
That's very good. And the ship itself, ambience, how big is it? How many people would it carry?
She has space for 2,000 passengers, but we are actually limiting it, to 1,400 passengers in order to provide this roomy space, basically space to breathe on board for everybody.
Excellent. And I noticed from the pricing, it seems very aggressive pricing. I say aggressive, offering pretty good value for money.
Well, we have right now for the inaugural seasonal start and for a limited period up to the 31st of July, we are introducing two fare types, which is the first one, which is a Fair Maiden Fare, which basically celebrates our inaugural season, which is offering the best value with up to 20% discount on the full fares. In addition, with onboard credits up to £630 per passenger, depending on the cabin category, and guests will also have the opportunity to purchase heavily discounted onboard packages, drinks packages for this fare. What we are concentrating on is the ambassador fare, which is what we believe the real true premium value offering we are having. They include up to 20% discount on the full fares, onboard credits again up to £630. And on top of these discounts, the ambassador fares also includes the top ambassador expedition drinks package, offering outstanding savings of up to £330. The ambassador fares includes premium wines, premium alcoholic drinks, premium teas and specialty coffees. It includes all gratuities and service charges, as well as a guaranteed choice of first or second dinner sitting and priority considerations for complimentary cabin upgrades.
Excellent. Well, the cruise later in 2023 are going to be slightly farther afield, as you mentioned earlier, to the Caribbean. That sounds a very ambitious program, but one that would be very popular, as you say, for people that don't want to fly. Has your market research found that people would be more willing to, say, travel to Tilbury on train or by car, and then get on board, and then you don't need to worry about flying? Does your market research support that that's going to be a popular option?
This is exactly what market research came back with, that people basically want to have the luxury of comfort in this regards. Go to the port, get on board the vessel, go into the bubble of the cruise ship, and then travel afield and come back here without the hassle of having to go to an airport, flying around. Also, I think especially at this moment and in consideration of the pandemic which we had, that people want to travel with like-minded people from similar countries, with similar health standards or vaccination standards. And this is why we feel this is going to be a cruise, for example, which is going to have a massive popularity with our clients.
And Tilbury itself really has a lot of Caribbean heritage, with, in fact, the famous MV Windrush landing at Tilbury. But the Tilbury facilities now, I hope, are a bit better than they were in 1957.
No, Tilbury has spent a lot of money in upgrading the facilities, and one of the big advantages Tilbury has, they're very short distances. To give you an idea, from the car park to the gangway, they're actually just 200-meter walking distance. So this is something which is extraordinary, and this is the reason why we choose Tilbury as our home port for ambience.
So it's easy to do business with you, basically. Anybody buying a ticket this morning will be reassured that when I go on an ambassador cruise, life is not only going to be very comfortable and enjoyable, but to actually get there and join the ship is going to be easy.
That's exactly what we are concentrating on, to make the journey from starting when you book your cruise, either online through a travel agent or through a call center, up to the moment that you come home, that it's easy, and it's a journey which basically relaxes you and makes you want to come back again.
Good. Well, alongside the launch of the availability of booking is the brochure, which is now available for the travel trade, I understand.
That's correct. We have a 68-page brochure detailing all our different itineraries, detailing all of the in excess of 90 different ports, plus all pricing, grades, and availability, and as well as the product offering.
Good. And finally, although some people don't like to talk about it, but a lot of people will think about it, is the hygiene, the safety, the getting rid of any nasty germs that might harm me on board a cruise ship. I'm assuming the ambassador's got that tacked up and put to bed.
Well, ambassador's health and safety mandate will ensure that the crew is fully vaccinated and only vaccinated guests will be welcome on board. We will work very closely with all destinations as well to adhere to local health guidelines and requirements, and frequent update on those procedures will be available on our website and through the travel trade.
Good. Well, Christian, congratulations on the launch of the cruise line. It seems that your timing has been perfect in terms of anybody over 50 in the UK now. The vast majority would have been double vaccinated. Hopefully by the time your inaugural launch, there'll be a problem if there isn't, that we will be free to travel around the world. And it just sounds all very exciting. So the very best of luck with it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, thank you very much.